And so we leave Parent Station behind for now. But I get a feeling we haven't seen the last of the Space Russians. Welcome back to Alien Space, everybody. If you know anything about EV Override, you probably know why we're up here. And it has to do with, this funny number. Yeah, so a lot of these alien renegades have really valuable ships, and since ship loot is determined by ship price in EV Override, you get quite a bit of money from boarding them. So we're going to be doing that for a while in order to potentially get ourselves another little bit of a ship upgrade. Alright, this fellow is the Lazira, a pretty dangerous foe if I do say so myself. Not actually, though. We can just kind of do this to him. Careful, don't get hit by the dispersal rockets. But if we just keep at it, there we go. And we can grab a cool 154,000 credits. We're just gonna wait for him to close the gap, dodge his things. And then we're going to hit him with our neutron cannons. Yeah, the Dospect armor really does kind of trivialize these alien fights. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next, probably like half hour or so. Fuck. One thing you can actually do to make this process a little less painful is you can leave ships disabled here. These will fill up the system ship cap and will prevent new ships from coming in as reinforcements. And you really just can farm an arbitrarily high number of credits using this strategy. There's not really much more to it. You also probably want to make sure that you're blowing things up and doing kill duplication on them to get a bunch of combat rating as well, because you might as well grind that at the same time. I think I'll cut to when we have enough money to buy the new ship, because this errata, as cool as it is not gonna actually cut it for the storylines. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention one thing. I forgot to talk about why I'm functionally invincible against these guys. This is due to the different armor mechanics in EV Override. In EV Nova, you have separate bars for your armor and shields, but in EV Override, you have a shield bar and then underneath that an armor bar. Your armor can only be damaged once your shields are down, and it will always regenerate before your shield starts to regenerate. In EV Override, all ships have armor regeneration, as opposed to Nova, which doesn't natively give most of its ships armor regeneration. And since these guys' weapons only do damage to shields, really, they do a little bit of damage to armor, but not much. Just being able to put, like, Dospect armor onto your ship makes you mostly immune to their weapons. Like, look at this. This is a battleship, and he's tickling me right now. And I can absolutely mess him up with my neutron cannons, because even though these are supposed to be anti-armor weapons, they still work just fine against shields. And there we go. We got him, and we're gonna get a nice payday off of this. I'll take that. Thank you. Come on. Let's see it. No dice, it seems. Okay, I had to restart the recording because I actually got it off of a 1% chance. Let's fucking go. Now we will need a nickname to commemorate this momentous occasion. Now, let's hope we can get this thing back safely to land. It's probably best to just do this, right? Alright, we'll have to pay off anybody who jumps in to attack us. But it looks like we got it. Now, I wasn't actually planning on using the Crescent warship. I was actually planning on getting my hands on a Lazira instead. I still actually might, to be honest. Let's see, how much space do we have once we sell off this junk? Yeah, I'm not dealing with EV override fighter controls. I wonder if getting these are worth it. If I do get them, I think I'm just gonna commit to using the Crescent warship. Screw it, I've used the Lazira a lot in previous playthroughs, why not? I would sell this shitty little Arata escort I have, but you can't actually sell escorts in the override engine. That's a Nova engine feature. So I guess I'm just gonna keep him around and see how long he lasts. Also, another interesting mechanic in the EV override engine. Turrets actually take up a gun slot as well as a turret slot. This is because the meta in EV Classic was to have a Kestrel with a bunch of turrets and guns on it. The creator of EV Override didn't like that. Now you're really forced to specialize in one or the other. Alright, well, we can get ourselves a rocket launcher and a bunch of rockets. And these are very useful when fighting the Space Russians, especially the launcher because you can board their fighters and capture their ammo from them. What's this? Could there be some sort of activities occurring? Maybe a secret deal. Or maybe some lucky man or woman wants my hand in marriage. Of course I will go to the meeting. There will be a Frontier Express ship passing through the Helios system in a few days' time. Destroy it and you will be well rewarded on Apollo. That sounds kind of illegal. Let's do it. Oh, there's our friend. Well, see you in hell, asshole. Well, that actually wasn't as much as I'd hoped it was. Oh well, at least we got to kill somebody. Oh, and now they're mad at me. This is an unpleasant turn of events, but one I probably should have foreseen. Another Stellar Corp mission? Okay, fine. I hope this is going somewhere, and it isn't just me being strung along for 250k credits mission. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Man, Stellar Corp just loves to waste my time, don't they? Might have something to do with the Amalga, actually. Oh, yep, there we go. Alright, game time started. So now we get to have the wonderful experience of actually fighting the Voinians. Just kidding, it isn't very wonderful at all. It's actually pretty awful. See, the problem with the Voinians is that they're just so tanky, and you also can't see their HP values, so you don't know how much damage you need to do to them. Thankfully, though, we do have neutron cannons, so we can just slowly chip away at this guy, and he can't really touch us because of our high shield value. There's no point in boarding them, by the way. I think that actually completes the mission. Now, what to do? And there we go, we're already up to deadly combat rating. Hopefully this should be enough to actually do some missions for the UE now. Oh, it appears I have blundered into Voinian space. Let's get out of here quickly. Oh, well, here's something. Anyway, this isn't the main UE storyline, but we might as well do it. Yeah, this is the mission to unlock the UE cruiser. While this mission won't advance the plot, it will unlock us a pretty useful ship. Oh dear, there's a lot of them. There are a lot of them. Thankfully, they're all, like, completely worthless in an actual fight. Yeah, you can just kind of hold spacebar in this game, and you just win. That's the power of present technology, baby. The world of with its secretive monks. Looks like we found our guy. Oh wait, this is a different string than the one I thought about. Oh, this one's less good. An infamous band of renegades. Oh no. Not the guys that use crates and Helions. Are these the guys, maybe? Probably not. I think that a renegade raiding party has to consist of more than 2 ships. Maybe these are the guys? It's still only 2 ships. Yeah, it's probably not 3 crates either. Sorry, 4 crates. Oh, there we go. I think we found him. Yeah, this is, the secret to fighting renegades is that you just hold the button. You just hold down the button, and you eventually win. by default. Well, that was not difficult at all. There we go. The other captains and I will meet you on Telnun if we all make it. If a single one of you is killed by one of those renegades, you deserved to die. Well, let's head over to Ariane. Alright, let's get into it immediately. We're gonna immediately start holding spacebar, and we're not gonna let go. There's a bunch of shit happening, but I don't really care about it, because I am overpowered. Yeah, having Crescent technology does kind of break the balance of EV Override a little bit. We shall meet in the bar in an hour to plan a reprisal. Do we have to? Also, it's nice to see that the UE has a prison industrial complex. That's pretty cool,
I'd say we strike at the pariah system.
declares one of the captains once you have gathered in the bar.
It is well known that the worst of the renegades make their base there.
Apparently, they found this line of reasoning compelling, and I guess it's as good a place as any. Oh gosh, why do I do this? Damn R and hold spacebar. Oh, one last little one. Oh no, not my escort. It's okay, I wasn't gonna be able to keep it alive long term. We knew about that. Alright. These guys are gonna take a little longer to kill, which is kind of annoying, but I guess that's just how it's gonna be. Yeah, using the other bit. I think that's all of them. Yep, let's get out of here. Admiral McPherson meets you at the spaceport. Admiral McPherson is one of the very few characters in EV Override that shows up, like, more than once. Well, now we can jam needle missiles, so I guess the renegades are even less of a threat to us than they were before. Oh, there we go, finally! Only took me about half an hour. Looks like we have to rescue the crew of a crash-landed scout ship. That should be pretty easy for us. I mean, we've tangled with Voinians before. Oh, that's a lot of them. Oh no, oh no. Looks like we're gonna be holding spacebar for a while here. Yeah, one thing you can do is you can disable these guys, and then you can use them as a place to refill your rockets from once you run out. And there's so many of them that it lets you get a lot of rocket attacks off. Actually, I was going to kill all of these guys, but there would be literally no point since I don't need any more combat rating, and I can just move around them. And would you look at that? We have a friend now. The Voinians don't seem to like my friend very much. It's okay, I have the power of lightning jump on my side. Yeah, as expected, that mission was pretty easy. Admiral McPherson again! Look! It's the guy from EV Override!
Your next mission, if you accept it, will be extremely dangerous, and you'll need all the firepower you can get.
Well, if by all the firepower you can get, you mean a single rocket launcher and the patience of a saint, that's absolutely true. A new class of Voinian warship. I wonder how this will disrupt the status quo. Oh, and we got a prototype cloaking device. I don't think that's very useful in this game, though. Could be wrong. Alright, looks like we're headed up here into Voinian space. I wonder what sort of game-changing ship we'll find here. Oh, would you look at that? It's a big, stupid battleship. Definitely very unlike the other 10 billion big, stupid battleships the Voinians have. Why did they think this thing's a threat? Yeah, so Admiral McPherson, in my scientific opinion, it seems like they have a really big ship. Oh wait, we don't immediately get the mission to destroy it? Dang, looks like we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Wonder if we can go get the UE cruiser mission somewhere, but I forget where you actually get those. The governor of Huron wishes to speak with me. Blah blah blah, dozen or more renegade vessels. Looks like we're gonna be holding spacebar for a while. Huh? Where where are all the renegade vessels? Did they like fail to spawn or something? Oh wait, no, it's actually intentional. I wonder what sort of intrigues could be taking place here. Well, I guess we're not going to find out right now because it seems the Voidians are planning to use their big stupid ship. Perhaps the destruction of their flagship will make the Voidians rethink their plans. If there's one thing I know about the Voidians, it's that they're very good at learning from their mistakes. Alright, I haven't done any specific preparation for this, but it should be pretty much fine, I think. Alright, so what are we looking at? A bunch of destroyers, some interceptors, and the dreadnought. I'll start by disabling these guys, get myself a little bit of emergency ammo reserves. There's some sort of battle happening off screen, but I don't know what it is. Gotta be careful here. We've been drifting for a while, and we wouldn't want to run into the wall. There's an interesting mechanic in EV Override specifically, where at the edge of the system, rather than there being a looping mechanism that just sends you around to the other side of the system, there's just a wall that bounces you backwards. Anyways, Dreadnought time. Honestly, we probably don't even need to use rockets. We can probably just sit here and hit it with our neutron cannons, but like that's boring, so I don't want to do that. Alright, I wonder how many of these rockets this thing will take. Apparently more than 15. Thankfully, we got some reserves right here. Oh, there we go. And, just for fun, we're gonna kill duplicate this thing as well. See if we can farm some reputation. Well, I guess there aren't actually any systems in range. Let's just do it for the fun of it. Oh, I actually messed it up a little bit. It's okay. We're already ultimate combat rating. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so it turns out that when you use the ships that are good, rather than trying to use an errata to fight the Dreadnought, it's actually pretty easy. After you destroy the Dreadnought, the Voidians redistributed their ships across the frontier, aborting their offensive. Hey, and would you look at that? 2.5 million credits. Honestly seems a little light for the work I did, considering I saved the entirety of the UE from military defeat. But it's whatever. I'm sure they have more important things to spend it on.